Hi, I'm Chris from Up and Under, and I'd like to talk to you about possibly the best ever designed 40 litre climbers and alpinists rucksack. Other members of staff may disagree, and you may disagree, but this is why I love this pack. First of all, it's using very good quality materials, but the ideas that have gone into it are fantastic. One of the most innovative parts of the pack is the shoulder harness, which sits on a cable that runs through the lower of the pack and enables the shoulder harness to move independently of the pack. What you'll find this means is that when you're bending on a ridge, traversing along a ridge, or reaching up during a climbing move, you don't get any restriction from the rucksack. You're not fighting against the pack, and that makes life so much easier. Having said that, you don't lose any load carrying stability. It's a fantastic feature. I often find that with a rucksack at about 40 litres, I could do with a little bit more capacity. The Speed 40 is about right for 40 litres, however, it has a couple of cunning features. Once you open the lid, it's got a roll top. One, that means you can remove the lid for your summit ascent, making stripping the pack down to make it lighter, and just use the roll top as the top of your rucksack. But within that top of the rucksack, there's a snow hood, which is really quite capacious. And I think just using that alone, without the lid on top, you're looking closer to 55 litres there. Fantastic use of space for very, very little increase in weight gain. As I say, the hood is removable, the lid is removable rather. It's got an external pocket which is quite capacious. Again, I like to have all sorts of things, easy access in the lid. The method of storing ice axes is very, very clever, but nice and clean and tidy. You just slide the tip of your axe up through the top there, locate this through the hole where traditionally your leash would be attached, pull the thing in a one, it's secure, it doesn't move. Very, very nice way of doing things. You've got a high wear area here where you can, with points for attaching some bungee if you want to have your crampons in the outside. Double material base so it doesn't wear out quickly. On the hip belt on both sides you have a gear loop. You also have room for an ice screw clipper so you can clip on your ice screws. If you need to have a harness full of rack and this is just getting in the way, you can very quickly and easily remove the chunky part of the waist belt, perhaps leave it behind with the lid at your bivvy site, and you have two pieces of webbing which go around to form a very narrow belt which doesn't interfere with your harness but still keeps the rucksack extremely stable. The side compression straps are very good. One for compressing, the upper unclips so you can use it for attaching skis quite comfortably. The harness the back system has a series of channels on it which will move running water and sweat away from your back very effectively, and it's surprisingly comfortable against bare skin on really hot days. Okay, I've trimmed this pack down now into sort of summit mode, so I've removed the lid. It straps down on the sides even though it's rolled as a dry pack. There's still a strap over the top, which means that you can take a rope, put your rope over the top, thread it back on itself and have your rope tied up on the outside of the pack. So if you're on the top of the Cairngorm Plateau after doing your route and your rope is all frozen up, you can still strap it on the outside without struggling to get it in your pack. I put some ice tools on there just so you can see how it works. And then when you put the pack on, even with a harness full of kit, with this trimmed down harness, having removed the main hip belt, you can see that it still puts the load properly on your hips. The shoulder straps still have that movement in them which stops restriction of movement, but it doesn't get in the way of the gear loops, and you've still got a really good quality carry that's comfortable, enough space behind your head, even if you're wearing a helmet that you're not going to catch anything. It's just a fantastic pack. The Black Diamond Speed 40. It's awesome.